Thank you. Microphone number 2.
Thanks, Chairman. We have a question from Spiro Arkus from the Sunshine Coast.
Welcome back, Mr. Arkus.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Much appreciated to the board and yourself. This point that I'm bringing up is specifically to help ANZ in the back end. I have a colleague, a friend, who received a message in a scam saying it was Amazon. And my friend, Mr. Simon Poole, he responded because they had all his details, plus his debit card number. And Mr. Poole, believing it's Amazon and a Melbourne number, proceeded to engage. And after that phone call, Mr. Poole decided something must be wrong, so immediately went to ANZ Buderim on the Sunshine Coast to speak with the manager, speak with somebody to help, to cancel any debits from that card. He spoke with a gentleman.
We're not going to get in.
I'll be very brief, Mr. Chairman. This is to help you and your back end.
Thank you.
So there was 3 transactions, 980, 975 and 970 that he asked to put a stop. And he was put in touch with the fraud squad, the scam squad, and Falcon. And 3 days or 4 days later, those 3 payments were paid. From the time of the investigation and everything from start to finish of the 19th of January, by the time the money came back was the 20th of June. So to help you with your back end, if you could follow that up and potentially to stop any other type of similar frauds to continue like that. So that was the reason I'm just sharing, not as a complaint, but more so as to help the board.
Thank you for the suggestion. Okay,
now,
thank you.
Last question.
I'm going to encourage you to be brief because I've given you more airtime than many at this meeting.
Okay, stand by, Mr. Chairman, fasten your seatbelt. The idea is about good governance. Now, KPMG have been part of your team since 1968 till now 2023. That's 55 years. Now, I don't think that is good governance enough to have arm's length investigations and audits from one company for so long. Now, would you consider to re-tender for the audits in the future so that you have a little bit more arm's length and there's not so much internal communication with ANZ and the auditor that it's so friendly that, you know, there might be some areas that might be grey?
It's a fair point in terms of the importance of having some distance and a controlled environment with the auditor. There's a big challenge here. We're not a very large market, and really there's only 2 other firms who have the resources in country and the scale to service us. You're quite correct, KPMG has been with us a long time.
55 years is a long time.
Indeed. The challenge we got is that the 2 other firms currently service our competitor rival banks. And our concern would be if we switch too quickly and too easily, we could end up with the B team or the leftovers from what they do. So it's a bit of a challenge. What we do is we work hard to maintain some degree of independence. So we change out the quality partner, the quality assurance partner on a regular basis. So the last change was 2020. And we do change the signing partner on a regular basis. In fact, Martin, who's here today, is on his last day as signing partner for KPMG. And thank you, Martin, for your hard work for us. And he's going to be replaced effective from tomorrow by a new signing partner. And that's a regular practice we have of rotation, so that there's a new set of eyes at least. And I know I won't be sparing Martin's blushes when I say I would love to retender it, but there are some practical limits on whether it would be a good exercise.
No offence. It was just a clear time frame of 55 years that I thought it was worthwhile asking the question.
It's a great question.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
KPMG do a very, very good job.
Yes.
And as a board, because our reputations are riding on this, we're very fastidious about how they operate, and the board certainly feels they do a top quality job. We actually formally evaluate their performance each year at the audit committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Elliott.